Hi, Travis students. We are going to be talking about sketching. And basically the principle of sketching is when you draw something with little strokes, with little lines, okay? Instead of drawing a straight line, I'm using tiny lines to lightly create whatever it is I want to draw. So in this case, I'm drawing a square, okay? Now, I didn't draw it with straight lines. I drew it with a bunch of little lines, lightly, like this, okay? Now, the good thing about drawing lightly is if I make a mistake, I can erase it. Okay, now let's see how this line erases. You can still see the line, and partly because I'm pressing harder when I draw a straight line, and you can see the indentation of the line in the paper. Okay? Okay, so what we're gonna practice is pressure, okay? We're gonna practice pencil pressure. Now, I just sharpened my pencil. What I've been learning about sketching is you don't actually need a sharp pencil to sketch. In fact, a dull pencil sometimes works better, especially if you want to be able to erase your mistakes. Okay, so pencil pressure. We're going to draw a long rectangle, okay? And then we're gonna make a series of lines like this. Inside each area, we are going to draw with a different pressure from lightest to darkest. So I'm gonna start with the darkest. So I'm gonna press fairly hard, okay? And you can see that it's dark, okay? Now I'm making it darker by going over it again. Okay, now I'm gonna do this square a little lighter. Okay, and notice how I'm holding the pencil. I'm not actually using the writing grip. I'm holding it loosely, and I'm basically dragging the pencil across. Now let's see if I can do this one lighter. And this one even lighter. And this one even lighter. Okay, now I'll make this one a little darker. Let's see, this one needs to be a little darker. But you can see the gradual change. Can you see the gradual difference from light to dark? And this has to do with the pressure we are putting on the pencil onto the piece of paper. Okay, so the biggest thing I want you to understand about pressure is the less pressure you use, the easier it is to correct your mistakes, okay? So now I want to draw a three-dimensional square, okay? And I'm sketching. You see, I'm just kind of scribbling. It's kind of like scribbling. I'm using the lines of my paper to help me, okay? So now I've drawn a square. Now from the corners, I'm going to draw a line diagonally like this, okay? And now this line, I'm going to mirror it over here. And then this line, and you know what? I'm gonna use my paper line to help me. I'm gonna go like that. So I'm gonna erase this. See how good that erases when you draw lightly? Now if scribbling also, sketching, scribbling enables me to create a better picture. Like, it actually looks more perfect than if I just draw straight lines. If I draw straight lines, when my line is crooked, it looks crooked. This line has the illusion of looking straight because I have all these little lines helping me. Which square looks better to you? Now let me see if I can erase this square. I'm erasing the lines, but you can still see them. I'm pressing pretty hard to erase those lines, but you can still see the lines, okay? Now let's erase this one. Let's see what that looks like. I can see it. But these straight lines where I applied more pressure are still there, okay? So practice drawing a square, practice sketching a three-dimensional square, okay? And you can send me a picture on Dojo. Okay, again, as I'm sketching, I'm not holding the pencil tight. If you hold it tight, it's hard to control it. Just hold it loosely. You're still using the crocodile grip, okay? But it's loose. It's loose. Oh, you know what? Let's make a present out of this. Okay, so these lines, there's the wrapping, the bow. This is the bow. And then we draw the bow like an M. And there's a Christmas present. Let's draw a tag on it. And that's a three-dimensional box, a three-dimensional square, a three-dimensional Christmas package. Remember, kids, practice every day. If you want to get better at something, practice every day.